Hello, I'm Eli Wallach. Don't go anywhere. Just watch Profiles. Coming up.
Welcome to Profiles. I'm Marley Hall. Today's guest is legendary actor Eli Wallach. Approaching his 96th birthday, Wallach is the oldest Hollywood actor still working as an actor. A lifelong New Yorker, Wallach has appeared in over 100 movies, working with the biggest stars such as Clark Gable, Clint Eastwood, Steve McQueen, Al Pacino, and Marilyn Monroe. After a short break, we'll join our host Mickey Burns as he welcomes the remarkable Eli Wallach to Profiles. Welcome back to Profiles. It's hard to believe Eli Wallach will be celebrating his 96th birthday later this year, as his services as an actor remain in demand on stage and screen. As one of Hollywood's finest character actors, over his illustrious career, Wallach has created several memorable characters in such films as The Magnificent Seven, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and most recently in Wall Street, The Money Never Sleeps. So let's join our host Mickey Burns as he welcomes the ever-popular Eli Wallach to Profiles.
Eli Wallach.
Hello, Mickey. How are you?
Welcome to our show, Profiles.
Thank you.
Master Thespian, it's an honor meeting you.
Profiles. I'll have to talk this way throughout.
Currently reveling in the success of your book, which is quite outstanding, called The Good, the Bad, and Me. Clint Eastwood, your friend, said about the book, unlike many books these days, this one is terribly accurate. He went on to say, working with Eli Wallach was one of the great pleasures of my life.
I like that.
Nice words from really an icon today
A
in the
mentor.
business.
He taught me the ropes in how to make Italian movies. He took good care of me.
For our viewers, Eli Wallach is a Tony Award-winning Broadway actor, which I know you're proud of. You have appeared in over 100 movies, creating memorable characters in The Godfather Part 3, The Misfits, Magnificent Seven, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But in reading your book, you were very lucky in that you knew at a very young age exactly what you wanted to do with your life, and that was to be an actor.
But everybody tried to dissuade me. You know?
Yeah.
Particularly my family, everyone in my family were teachers. And that's what I should have done, be a teacher.
Especially your dad.
But I wanted to be an actor.
In your book, you talk in depth about your childhood growing up in Red Hook, Brooklyn.
Red Hook, Little Italy.
Must have been a great place to grow up.
Oh, yeah. In the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I had to cross myself. I was a bandit, right? Tuco was my name. And he said, you cross yourself. So I went like this. I had seen it as a kid in Italy, in Little Italy. And I'd been to so many funerals and weddings, and they were all crossing themselves. And they kind of used the shorthand. So this is what they did. So he saw me, I said, cross myself. He said, where did you learn that? I said, in Little Italy.
But from Brooklyn, what amazed me was that you attended the University of Texas in Austin back in the Depression. Correct. When the tuition was
$30 a year.
$30 a year.
Yeah.
How did a kid from Brooklyn end up in Austin, Texas?
My brother, the teacher,
yes,
said, you can't get into City College. You don't have the grades. I'll find a college for you. And he found Austin, Texas. And it was like going to another planet.
That it was.
And the teachers kept calling on me the first year, not to hear the answers, but to hear my Brooklyn accent.
Yeah,
But in my class, interestingly enough, was John Connolly, who became governor, who was in the car with Kennedy.
And got shot.
And got shot.
Yes.
His wife, Nell. Zachary Scott, an actor.
Outstanding actor.
Elaine Steinbeck, who married John Steinbeck. And Walter Cronkite.
Huh.
But that's where I learned to ride horses.
Which really came in handy. Let's talk about your role as Tuco in The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I know the director of the film, Sergio Leone, tried to kill you about twice, didn't he?
Well, he didn't try. He said, just do this trick. Just do it. I tell you, you do it. And Clint would look at me and say, oh, don't do it. But my first film, my first Western was called The Magnificent Seven.
Great movie.
It is a great movie. And of the seven, 6 are gone.
And there's one survivor.
Robert Vaughn.
Still
is
alive.
a survivor.
And you were the bandit.
I was the head bandit.
You were the head bandit.
My son said to me at one point, at the end of the movie, Yul Brynner shoots me. And the director said, I want the light to go out of your eyes as you die. And a lot of actors take a long time to die. You know, they love the moment. So I thought, no, I'm going to do it fast. I just unfocused my eyes, and I went, and my son saw it. He was 9 years old. He said to me, gee, Dad, couldn't you outdraw Yul Brynner? I said, Peter, it says in the book I get shot.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Now, Sergio Leone, there were 2 scenes that he had created. One was the train scene, which you almost got killed.
Yeah.
And the other one was when you had your hands behind your back on the horse, and Clint had to shoot the rope when they were hanging you at the beginning of the film. How did you almost get killed in both of those instances?
In the first one, on the horse, I said to Leone, I made this up because I hadn't made many movies in California.
Right.
I said, did you put cotton in the horse's ears? He said, I never heard of that. I said, in Hollywood, I made up this. In Hollywood, they always put cotton in the horse. He said, no. I said, there's a rope over my head, and in the rope there's a little piece of dynamite. And Clint Eastwood would go like this. Then the man in charge would press the 2 wires together, and the rope would split as though Clint shot it. I said, but the horse is going to take off like a bat out of hell.
You have your hands tied behind your back.
I had my hands tied behind my back.
Ah.
And I'm standing up there. There's 2 hours on the horse waiting while they light it in the sun and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, and there was a poor little lady, one of the extras, they're mostly English, who settled there.
Yes.
And they're saying, Tuco Ramirez, and they do all the names and so on, will be hanged until he's done this crime and incest and rape.
Right.
And I looked at the lady and I went,
Yeah.
and Leone said, keep it in, keep it in. Anyway, I said, so put cotton in the horse's ears. No. Clint shoots, the guy goes, the rope splits, and the horse says, I'm not making movies anymore, and he takes off with me on it, with my knees holding and controlling.
Could have broke your neck.
Could.
So legend has it that after that scene, this near disaster, that Leone's response was, shoot the scene again.
He always wanted me to do it over. On the train, there's a train where I jump off with the man who's taking me to prison, and we're handcuffed. I said, I have to pee. He said, he opened the thing, we're standing in the doorway, and the train is going very slow, but down below are mattresses and boxes and all. And just as the man, I said, don't look while I'm peeing. See? So he turns his head away and I jump. And I pulled him with me and I killed him. I put his body, or a dummy, on the tracks. And Leone says, now the train is coming to you. The camera's on you this way, but then I want you to turn your head this way as though you don't want to look as the train is coming.
Sure.
And the camera's on this side now, showing that it's me and not a stuntman. Right?
Okay.
So I do the thing, I turn my head this way, and as the last car goes by, out of each door of the train was an iron wedge where you could step off and step on.
Yeah.
And if I had raised my head 4 inches, I'd have been decapitated. So I couldn't, I said to him, I'm not doing it again. Well, he said, we have to do it again, Eli. We missed the focus. And I said, you're not going to, I said, dig the hole deeper. They dug the hole deeper. The train went by. I did this. The train passed me. And the cameraman said I couldn't see Eli. He was down, buried so much. I said, you're never going to see me.
You're never going to see me again. You better use the first take.
And he had to.
And he did.